It's the new entrance. No? I'll come up with a better one. Okay, welcome to the Tower Update. I guess it's October. Man, it became October in the middle of us doing a whole bunch of class. I just came off the back of teaching our 3-day Magical Worlds of Communications class, which I love, but it means I'm a little tired, maybe a little hazy on remembering things. The next one, if you missed Magical Worlds, is in February of 2025. We do 3 a year, so that if you've never taken Magical Worlds, that's the cornerstone class that built everything. But first, let's talk about what we have coming up in November, which is plenty of time for you to sign up for it still. This is a really important one. November 9th, that's a Saturday, is the Wizard Academy reunion. Now, there's a couple of things that people ask about these I'm going to answer right here. One is, you don't have to have been here before to attend the Wizard Academy reunion. Some people, that's their first experience of Wizard Academy. Someone brings them to a reunion and they get to hang out with all of the people here. This year's reunion, we're going to start with the breakfast tacos and hanging out in the tower. There's going to be an update on Wizard Academy, and we're going to do lunch together. And then the afternoon is going to be full of multiple people telling stories about human connection in the age of AI as it relates to business and personal connection and human communications. And then we're going to end with dinner in the woods. I had this random idea that it would be really fun to just set up a bunch of dining room tables in the woods, in the dark, in the starlight of the Wizard Academy Tower. And so we're going to give it a shot. Because why not? But it's only $100, and that's just to help us cover the food and wine and all of that. That's not a real fee to this one other than that. It's going to start at 9 a.m. and it's going to go to when everyone wants to leave. Again, that's Saturday, November 9th. Please, we would love to see you there. It's time for you to come home or visit your family for the first time. A week after that, November 12th and 13th, is How to Build a Brand Story. That's a new 2-day class where we teach you how to craft the origin and identity of a company into an actual functioning brand story that helps you connect and engage with customers or potential customers, or create a cohesive marketing strategy that works around archetypal story dynamic. And that one's going to be really fun. Come join us for that one. A week after that, we've got 3 classes in November, is November 19th and 20th, and that is Whisky Level One. This is our Whisky Sommelier training program. It's the Level One. Now, do you need to be a whiskey professional to attend this class? No, it's helpful, and we have a lot of whiskey professionals. But since this is sort of going out to our Business Wizard Academy alum group, entrepreneur group, I want to remind you that the Whisky Level One is also a really great education in storytelling and connection and development. And yes, there's a lot of whiskey. Yes, there's a test. Yes, we do trio analysis tasting, so you're going to have to like whiskey to attend. But we do have about over a third of the people who take Whisky Level One are not in the industry professionally. They're enthusiasts, or they want to use whiskey and the knowledge of whiskey to help build connections with clients, to help build engaging gatherings for their consumer base. So we would love to see you either way. And also, if you are a whiskey sommelier, that's the only people who get to pour whiskey in the Whisky Vault. The Whisky Vault, which I'm going to show you here in a second, the Whisky Vault is the resource library for the whiskey sommeliers. Only the whiskey somms are able to go into the Whisky Vault and pour whiskey at will to train and study and learn and educate their palate. So if you've ever wanted that Whisky Vault with 3,000 whiskeys in it to be your personal library, you just have to attend Whisky Somm School. So actually, here's what we're going to do right now. Since I always try to show you a location on campus, this time I'm going to show you the Whisky Vault, since maybe you've never seen it before. Let's go. Ooh, it's windy. We're going to go visit the vault. Oh, it's unlocked. It's disconcerting. Welcome to the Whisky Vault. You got a captain's wheel, because all real whiskey vaults have a captain's wheel. And I'm going to walk in and show you around. So I'm going to show you where we have everything stored and where we... Oh, hey! So, how you doing? Yeah, what are you doing in here? Research. Huh, okay. You know you're supposed to be shooting an interview with me in a second, right? Okay. Well, you carry on. I'll finish here, then we'll go shoot an interview. So here's how the vault works. You can see, I'll walk over here, you can see the whole distance of it. If you've not seen this on camera before, this used to be my office, actually. My desk was here, and then when Zach joined as Vice Chancellor, his desk was over on the other corner. And these sofas were the first two things to be donated after I started as Vice Chancellor at Wizard Academy. One of them donated by Ken Brand, and one of them donated by Terry Gaudette. And so these sofas have been here for the whole 11 years that I've been here. And then when we built the room, we built around the sofas. Right here on that wall is where we keep the bourbon, and it goes all three back walls. And then this section at the top is wheat whiskey, and then Canadian whiskey. And then over here, we've got American whiskey that doesn't have a dominant category, followed by Tennessee whiskey, followed by corn whiskey, followed by new make unaged whiskey. And then up here we've got rye. These are all rye whiskeys. Then right here you've got world whiskey, which is whiskey from around the world that is too small to have its own section, but it's from all over the place. And then we go blended scotches. And then we go Irish on my right over here. And then starting here, we start switching into Scottish single malts, and we start with Islay, and then we sort of separated out the islands because we wanted to. And then we're gonna skip, because this middle corner, even though it looks like it's blended in, is actually an isolated corner of American single malts, because that's like one of my favorite sections. And at the very, very top is Japanese whiskey up there. And then over here we switch to England and Wales, and then Lowland Scotch, then Highland, then Campbelltown, and then Speyside. And then we're back out. So there you go. That was the vault. If you do the Whisky Somm Level 1 course, this becomes your research library, and you, like Jessica, might also be found in here researching. You ready to go shoot an interview? All right, let's go. Maybe leave the whiskey here. You know, we're professional business people. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'll see you later. Okay, so are you ready to actually do an interview now that I've rescued you from the vault?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
I mean, it's
appreciate
rescue.
that.
It's definitely a
no,
rescue.
yeah. I mean, I would have been in there just hours.
Yeah.
Doing.
Losing, studying, lots of studying.
Yeah, research,
Okay.
Lots of research.
So what's your name?
I am Jessica Doklovic.
And your role here?
I am learning coordinator, operations for the Wizard Academy.
What does that even mean?
Sure. No, that's an excellent.
Do we know?
That's an excellent question. It's an ebb and flow. It's a moving kind of target. Essentially, I just make sure when people are coming to class that we have food, they have a place to stay, they know where they're staying, they have all the interesting and important information that they need to be able to be here at the Academy and enjoy their time in the classroom.
Yeah. So if it comes down to executing things on campus that Dave and I plan, that's Jessica. So pray for her.
To whatever gods you might.
Whatever gods you might pray to. So my question also is, what was your first experience of Wizard Academy? Like, what got you onto this campus in the first place?
So we moved, my husband and family and I moved here from East Bay, California. We moved here. We had been home brewers for a while, and then Jonathan stumbled upon the Whiskey Tribe.
Oh, okay. You came through the whiskey door.
I did.
That's new.
Came through the whiskey door. So he found the tribe and then said, oh, we should go do this bastard ball thing. But then I also ordered the tasting the day before.
Right.
Which was you.
That's right.
And there it is.
That's right. That's the first class. The day before, there's an event they do over for the distillery called the Bastards Ball. It's sort of like an annual reunion celebration for the community that supports the distillery over there. And always, the day before, we do a tasting here just to people who were invited to that event. And it's just sort of a fundraiser for Wizard Academy. So, yeah. Rock and roll.
It was, I think, 2 years ago.
So you were, yeah, it was. You were one of those people who walked in and were like, wait, it's not just a whiskey campus?
Honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they do other stuff? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we reached the point when we were trying to think of, we knew we needed the role of learning operations coordinator, and Dave and actually Zach and I at the time had been talking about it at length. And we, for about 6 months, were like, who would be and do we need to put a job posting up? What is the role? And then one day I got on the phone with Zach, and then Dave and I were in the room, and we all had written down Jessica Doklovic as like, maybe Jessica would be good for this role. And so we're like, well, let's give it a shot. And she's still here.
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Almost a year. Maybe we shot this too soon. Turns out that was the snapping point, was 1 year anniversary. All right, and here's my other favorite question. Mm-hmm. What's something about you that we would never guess from just passing you on the street?
So I'm pretty open book, so lots of people know lots of things about me, but most people don't know that I used to be dead.
Wait, hold on. I feel like this should have been part of the job interview.
You didn't ask.
No, what did you? So does that make you undead?
It's possible. I don't know. Maybe all of this is
I need more to the story,
This is
though.
all an illusion.
How did you die?
So I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, and so we were sort of feral children. I had a friend, they had a horse barn, we went out riding, and the dad said, you know, if you want to ride the horses, you've got to do the chores. So we mucking the stalls and doing the things and cleaning the ponies and all that. It's hot. We weren't really paying attention to our hydration or food level that day. So we went upstairs goofing around in the loft, and I started to feel really funny. And so I felt like I needed to get some air.
Yeah.
So I walked over to the loft doors to get some air.
Oh no, and passed out.
And then passed out.
Oh God.
Hit the ground hard enough and sort of floppy doll enough that it actually stopped my heart.
Oh, good Lord.
And so then a mom came and smacked me on my chest quite a few times, had some cracked ribs and things, but then I wasn't dead anymore, in theory.
Well, you know, there is a lost balloon out there, so it's possible that this is all still part of the...
It's very possible that this isn't real.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I feel like the fact that you're not dead deserves a toast.
Oh.
So, you want to go back to the vault?
Okay, not research time though?
No.
No fun times?
Celebration time.
Oh, okay.
All
That'll be
right.
great.
Thanks, guys, and we will see you next month.
Thank you.
We're going to the vault to celebrate your undeadness. All right, let's go. And, oh, there's my coffee mug. I've been looking for that. Let's see. It's unlocked again. What is that all about? Hang on a second. Dave.
Oh, hey guys.
What are you doing?
I'm just working my shift, man.
Your bar shift? Just polishing your metal. So, and no whiskey, because, oh wait, Jessica, he didn't even drink your whiskey. So now we're gonna celebrate. Dave, we need glasses to celebrate. You're the bartender, what am I doing? You give me a glass.
Freaking empty bottles, man.
Pour me a whiskey.
You want the dregs of the audience?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
Jessica already has hers, but we need to celebrate her not being dead.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't know this.
You'll have to watch the tower update to hear the whole story.
Well, I'm glad you're not.
All right, pass me a glass.
Get all
There we go.
What are the tasting notes of this, Daniel?
Well, we don't know. We're concerned with other things.
Not even new.
Cheers to Jessica still being alive.